Chapter 13 bankruptcy is for individuals with regular income to pay back their creditors based on how much they can actually afford. The debtor proposes a plan to the court detailing how much will be paid to each of the creditors. Once that plan gets approved by the judge, the debtor makes one monthly payment to the trustee for either 3 or 5 years, and that payment will be distributed to the creditors. How is Chapter 13 different than Chapter 7 bankruptcy? The main difference between Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 is that under Chapter 7, the debtor's non-exempt property, if any exists, is liquidated to pay off any of the debtor's debts, while in most Chapter 13 cases, a portion of the debtor's future income is used to pay off as much debt as possible considering the circumstances. Practically speaking, under Chapter 7, the debtor loses all or most of his or her non-exempt property and receives a Chapter 7 discharge, which completely removes most of the debts. Under Chapter 13, the debtor usually gets to keep their non-exempt property and must pay off as much of their debts as the court deems feasible. Afterwards, they receive a Chapter 13 discharge, which is broader than a Chapter 7 discharge and releases the debtor from liability for several types of debts that are not dischargeable under Chapter 7. However, a Chapter 13 plan normally lasts 3 to 5 years, while a normal Chapter 7 only lasts around 3 months. Additionally, a Chapter 13 is almost always more expensive for the debtor. How long will my repayment plan last under a Chapter 13 bankruptcy? That all depends on your income. If your monthly income is greater than the median income for a family of your size in Michigan, then your plan will last 5 years. If your monthly income is less than the median income for your household size, then your plan may only last 3 years. What are some of the advantages of filing a Chapter 13? One of the greatest advantages of filing for Chapter 13 bankruptcy is that you can save your house from foreclosure. Chapter 13 also allows you to pay back your delinquent mortgage payments over the course of the bankruptcy. Last but not least, you will have no more direct contact with the creditors. You will make one lump sum payment to the trustee, which will then be distributed to each of the creditors. This will give you some peace of mind in not having to deal with annoying collection phone calls anymore. Are you interested in a free consultation? At Adler Law Firm, we guarantee a successful Chapter 13 bankruptcy or your money back if the disapproval is based on our performance. Want to learn more about the bankruptcy process and what you need to file? Call us to get started. Through the bankruptcy process, you can finally receive a fresh start, and this hard time will become a distant memory.